Hey friends, it's Barb Holmes. I'm a Senior Ruby Ambassador on HPP and LPL, and I'm going to be running a power half hour today because that's what fits into my schedule. So I hope it fits into yours too, and hoping that people will join me on here. But if not, I will post this up as a recording. The daily stack sheet that I use, and I'll kind of hold it up here, is the weekly stack. And I'm going to kind of go through this, and we'll just set some times to kind of get some things done. Some of the things I'll talk about you may already do first thing in the morning. Sometimes people do them later in the day. It just depends on what works for you. The first thing I'm going to talk about is quiet time prayer or positive affirmations. I tend to do that in the morning before my daughter gets up, and we're scurrying around getting her off to college and me off to my part-time job in the morning. So that can be whatever you need to make it be. But it should be something positive. If you want to read something, if you just want to sit in quiet reflection and kind of get your mindset for the day, is awesome. And sometimes mine is, boy, you're going to work middle school lunch today, so get your mindset for that, because that can be crazy. So that's something that I do first thing in the morning. So the first thing that we're going to time is wishing friends on Facebook a happy birthday. And I don't know if this is just I have my Facebook set up, but I have found that they don't just show up, the birthdays don't show up on the right side anymore. I actually have to go into events, and then it shows birthdays today under events, and that's something that's new on my Facebook. So I'm going to set a 2-minute timer for that, and we will spend some time going in and wishing some peeps a happy birthday. So let's start that. Right. Maybe could have had my timer set before we get started. Let's start that 2 minutes now. So go ahead and wish your happy birthdays. And I'm going to do the same because I don't have mine done yet today. And on this, what I tend to do, if they're a good friend of mine that's having a birthday, I'll actually make kind of a private post on their page, with the fun background and that on it. But if it's a casual acquaintance, I basically just wish them a happy birthday through the app. And I'll typically make little notes about who I wished a happy birthday to, because then they should show up in your feed, hopefully, that you're seeing their posts and they're seeing yours. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is do some reach outs. And I do a reach out daily to one active ambassador, one inactive ambassador, and one current customer. So those are private messages that I'm going to send. So I'm going to give us 5 minutes to send messages to those 3 people. You can send a text if you want to leave them a voicemail or a voice message on Messenger, that's great. Or just send a typed message on Messenger, whatever works for you. So we're going to set 5 minutes. And again, that's one active ambassador, one inactive ambassador, and one current customer. And you're going to send a personal message. So we'll give 5 minutes to get those 3 messages, and we'll start now. Turn my volume off since Archie's going to cheerlead in the background. Okay, hopefully you got those messages done. I hope I'm not giving everybody too much time, but you never can tell how much it's going to take. The next thing that I do daily is friend 3 new people on Facebook. And you're looking here for people of influence. Um, and you want either somebody that's going to be a customer that may scream it to the sky for you to find other customers, or somebody that might want to work the business. So um, let's set this for 2 minutes, and we're going to try to find 3 new friends. Oh my goodness, it says the host is on another call, so let me see what I can do here. Gee, I'm sorry, I have somebody wanting to get on and it shows that this meeting is already in use by somebody else. So I'm going to go ahead and record it and then post it to the timeline so that people can see it. And I'll put that message out there. Okay, that was our 2 minutes on that. The next one that I like to do, and I actually give a little bit longer on this because it takes a little bit of time, where you want to contact 5 new people. And on this, you want to kind of talk non-plexus. You don't want to jump right in. These are people that you may not have contacted before. It may be a long time friend from high school that recently accepted a friend request. You want to look at their timeline and find something in common with you to comment on their timeline. So either comment on their timeline or send them a private message, but this should be non-plexus related. This is just really making contact and doing relationship developing. We're going to set 5 minutes on that and go. All right, let's see here. The next thing we're going to do is follow up with 2 prospects. So let's spend 3 minutes doing that. And that's somebody you have previously reached out to about Plexus. This is the perfect time to reach out to a couple people about the 3-way challenge that's starting next week. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll set the timer for 3 minutes and we'll say go. Excuse my dog cheering in the background. All right. The next thing I have on my list is to make a Plexus post today. I'm not going to set a timer on this and have us go through this just because people are going to do this kind of at their own speed. On my checklist, it says personal, business, motivational, or interactive. And we used to say post 3 times a day on Facebook. You may do a story and you may want to post 3 times a day, but you definitely don't want to be puking Plexus all over your page. So if you're posting and you post a Plexus post, make sure that you're posting a personal post as well, because people want to know about you. And if all you post about is Plexus, you're going to end up finding yourself blocked probably from friends because they don't want to see that all day long. Most of your friends know that you market Plexus, but they are interested in your life. So make sure you're mixing your posts up. So the last thing I'm going to time today is um, a three-way chat. And I'm just going to mark this for a minute because I want you to just pick somebody on your team. Could be somebody that's struggling but still active. And you just want to have a check-in with them to say, hey, how are you doing? What can I do to help you? And how can I support you? So let's set that for a minute. Pick somebody on your team. And let's do that if I can get my timer to come back up. Starting that with 1 minute. And that's that. So thank you for those that tried to get on today, and I apologize to those that couldn't, but I will post this recording on LPL and on the different threads I posted it on if anybody wants to jump in and get a half hour in today. Hope you have a great Wednesday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.